playoff birdies. Three-way playoff here at the Kingsmill Championship, presented by Geico.
We're going to have a hole-by-hole playoff to find a champion. Congratulations on a challenging week and playing well. May, low score today. You pick first.
May is the nickname of Ari Jatanagarn.
All right. And the sequence will be 18 twice. And if we're still going 17, 18, and then 16, 17, 18 repeated. Okay?
Yes. Good luck.
So he said 18 twice. Obviously, it is sudden death. So as soon as we have a winner, we're done. So Ari Jatanagarn again went with 2-iron off the tee first time around. Let's see what she has here. And you see, as we said earlier, defeated In-Gee Chun and Lexi Thompson in Canada last year. Like the 3-wood.
I like this choice. I'm not sure why she didn't use it the first time around. She has hit it beautifully all day.
What a view.
Good job.
Big recoil. And they are playing preferred lies. So you hit it in the fairway, you can pick it up and clean it in case there's anything on it. In-Gee Chun next. Jerry Foltz will be following In-Gee and NASA.
Sticking with the driver. A lot of In-Gee fans back at the tee with their Dumbo hats on. Just a slight breeze helping, otherwise nothing really to be a factor.
She has that beautiful tempo that rarely changes.
She flirted with the left side in regulation and does again. There the Dumbo hats, the flying Dumbos.
You keep it tight to the left side. You do cut off a little bit of yardage, but it is dangerous.
NASA Hataoka, Jerry, not playing with the demeanor of someone who's never won out here.
No, but I think winning is winning. Probably the pressure of winning at home in Japan might even be greater. Very nice line. A little right of regulation, but a very nice line there.
So Jatanagarn and Hataoka in the fairway. They'll be able to pick their balls up, clean them. In-Gee Chun is just a step left of the fairway. First playoff hole. I'm within 80,000 of that usually.
When you get a haircut?
Three-way sudden death playoff at the Kingsmill Championship here at the River Course at Kingsmill Resort. And In-ji Chun, just a few inches left of the fairway.
And that's a big few inches because she doesn't get to live clean in place at this lie. Looks like it could be a little bit hot. 2 yards further than regulation. This 161 in the same club, 7-iron, but she has to aim this right of the hole.
But it actually could run a few feet, which nothing has been doing.
Got it very thin. Well, that kept it from flying.
That little bit of rough and catching it a little thin worked to her advantage, didn't it?
Yep.
All right, so the pressure is on. Area Jatanagarn and Nasa Hataoka. Okay, 153 our graphic says.
Exactly, and that's 30 yards closer than she had in regulation.
That's an important 30 yards too.
It sure is, and that's enabling her to hit a 9-iron, which is should correlate with her wanting to be aggressive and go right at this flagstick. Oh my!
Wow, it's Tiger-esque.
I saw her back off a couple shots earlier in the round with some gnats that were flying around her ears. But settling back in and really going after everything hard, really not hitting a half shot.
Yes.
Even better. One more look here at the balk. She completes the backswing and then stops. Okay, the pressure is on Nasa Hataoka. She has answered it at every turn here on this championship Sunday.
150 yards, ball slightly above her feet, and also a little bit of an uphill lie. Should help it stop even quicker. This an 8-iron. Well, that took off on an aggressive line.
How about it? How about it? Against a couple of major champions.
But three players who learned a lot from playing this hole just a few minutes ago, and it's nice to see them fix what they did not do as well as they could have the first time around.
How about the celebration? Pinky promise.
Okay.
How about that? Birdie putts for all three players in our playoff. '19-year-old Nasa Hataoka against a couple of major champions in this sudden death playoff at Kingsmill with a chance for her first LPGA Tour title. She'll have the third of the three birdie putts. Eri Jatanagarn and In-ji Chun to putt ahead of her. Three pretty good shots on a very tough hole location.
Yeah, three very good shots. These are three, as I called them earlier, legitimate birdie opportunities.
And three players at interesting stages of their careers. You have Chun and Eri Jatanagarn, both very young, just a couple of years older than NASA. Look across the water there at the 18th, but Ng hasn't won in a couple of years. Area looking for her first victory of the season. NASA looking for her first LPGA Tour title. Each has been proven winners around the world on various tours. Okay, Ng to go first here.
She is, and Grant, I just can't get over those 3 shots.
Yeah.
All day long during our broadcast, you would have called any of them best of the day.
Yeah, just 12 birdies here of the 75 players in the final round.
If there's one thing about NG coming down the stretch, the speed was a little off, obviously here at 18 in regulation, but even the birdie putt at 17 was motoring. This one is going to be turning a little bit left, flat speed-wise, but a little break to the left, or it's supposed to anyway.
It's actually a line that works really well for so many good putters, that little break from right to left.
For right-handed players.
Yeah, very, very easy to see the line, and usually to make a good stroke.
Made a putt of similar length at 17 to get to 14 under. This to put the pressure on Jitanagarn and Hataoka.
I think Hataoka has put the pressure on with where she put her second, but these two players have to feel like they better make.
The leader coming into this final round by 1 stroke. Some clutch putts at the end of regulation, but now she'll be helpless as she watches Jitanagarn and Hataoka. You have the Republic of Korea, you have Thailand, you have Japan all represented in this playoff, and this is the first Thai player to ever win, and she hasn't stopped winning. Okay.
No, and I tell you what, she's due. She made a boatload of putts on the front 9. Actually only had something like 15 or 16 putts through 10 holes, and then kind of cooled off on the back 9, and not because she putted poorly. They just didn't seem to want to drop.
That win that we saw at the CME Group Tour Championship, she was aided by a short missed putt by Lexi Thompson on the last hole, and then she made a clutch putt to win it.
A little shrug of the shoulders like Lydia Ko to relax them. Oh, a good roll.
A birdie for Jitanagarn. The family looks on. Another former #1, Yanni Sen, looks on. And a bow to NG Chun, who's been eliminated. And now 19-year-old Nasa Hataoka has to make to send this to a second playoff hole.
These are the moments, Judy, that you live for, that you practice for all those hours into the setting sun when you're a kid. She still is, pretty much, but it's just a great moment for her. Should turn a little right. She saw NG's putt from the almost opposite side of the hole, barely turn left.
Well, you know, you often hear it, but the ball doesn't know anything about your records or anybody else's record or anything. This is a little trickier putt because it's left to right, but a good bit shorter.
How about the 19-year-old? Right in the heart with authority. A hug from NG Chun, who's been eliminated. Area Jitanagarn and Nasa Hataoka, a second playoff hole coming up at Kingsmill. Back to the 18th tee as this sudden death playoff is now down to 2. Ariya Jutanugarn and Nasa Hataoka each with birdies at this 18th moments ago. Inji Chun has been eliminated. And Ariya Jutanugarn keeps the box, and she's going with 3 wood again, Kay.
She is, and this is the ideal play. She obviously wants to try to mimic the 3 wood that she hit about 20 minutes ago.
Shot.
Very close to where she hit it.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
Speaking of mimicking, the irony here to me has hit me. Nasa Hataoka trying to do what Ariya Jutanugarn did a couple of Mays ago and finally break through and win. Ariya had more opportunities, but this could be a huge day, huge few minutes for Nasa.
It already has been. Pretty impressive.
Why you guys are professionals? That good.
Started on a good line.
Ladies, good
So
job.
she's playing in the final grouping for the 2nd time in the last month. At the Lotte, she shot 78, finished tied for 19th. Today, she has shot 67, and here she is in this sudden death playoff. Ari Jatanagarn, the 2016 champion here at Kingsmill, on the second sudden death playoff hole, now only with Nasa Hataoka. And Kay area to go first here.
Yes. And she's 3 paces closer than she was in the first playoff hole. So going with the 9-iron again, which is nice because she struck that one very well. Love to duplicate it, maybe just a little bit closer, or try to drop it on the same spot that she just was.
Another beauty. Maybe a pace closer.
Yeah, just a bit closer. The 2 birdies previously from Area and NASA were their first birdies of the week at this 18th hole. So they might have figured it out. Now they're going to get in a birdie rut.
Jerry, we see 149. That's 1 yard closer, right?
Yeah, she'll be standing on parts of her divot from the first playoff hole.
Okay.
Should be the same club, maybe take just a little bit off it. That was hit hard on a direct line.
Asking for it to get down.
It's okay. It's on exactly the same line as the last time she played this hole. The putt's a little longer. The little fringe shouldn't be real bothersome.
Let's see if she can putt it, perhaps, or if she'll chip it. Birdie attempts on the second playoff hole. Jatanagarn and Hataoka.
Can I repo a little bit?
Well, the last 2 groups, each player in the last 2 groups for this final round played late on Thursday and then early in the second round, which means they were able to finish up their second round on Friday. Did not have to come back this morning, so going extra holes shouldn't be a problem for either of these 2, having been able to sleep in this morning. Ari Jatanagarn, 7 times a winner going back to May of 2016, and there's Nasa Hataoka on her second year, the LPGA Tour, looking for win number 1. They may be deciding who's first.
No, right now they're trying to figure out if NASA's ball is on what would be considered a fairway height cut of grass. I'm pretty sure it is.
If so, then she can pick it up and clean it.
Live clean in place, and because of the angle, really can't get it much closer to the green with the club length. Brad Alexander is the lead official this week, coming in to make the decision.
What's the club of choice here, Judy?
Oh, I think she putts it.
Okay. Let's take a look at the first playoff hole. Nasa Hataoka was very close, in about 5 feet. So Ari Jatanagarn, after NG Chun missed, as she'd done really all day, dying them in the hole. So it was Aria cheering on Moria back in Los Angeles a few weeks ago when Moria got her breakthrough first victory. And now the roles are reversed, and Moria is cheering on her younger sister by a year plus. So she was, Jerry, quite obviously able to pick it up.
Yep. Moved it one club length left, or at least the tee. Now she's either trying to find the least impeded path to the hole if she wants to putt it, or just simply the best lie if she wants to chip it. I think she has to chip it if she wants to make it. But the only club out of the bag right now is the putter.
You have to be a super confident chipper to make that choice here right now, I believe. And the fact that she could put the ball in her hand makes the putter even a little bit more appealing.
Area will have a putt from a pace or two closer from on the green in a moment.
Well, don't be fooled by not being on the putting surface. This is very makeable. She hit a home run.
Boy, it is by no means in.
Hammered it.
Door is open for Area Jatanagarn. She had come so close, Kay, so many times, including the A&A Inspiration, up through May of 2016. Then she made some clutch putts down the stretch to win in Alabama, made a clutch one here at 18 to win this event, and went on to win in Ann Arbor the next week to sweep the month of May, and 7 wins now.
With her talent level, she's the type of player that should be winning easily 4, 5, 6 times a year. But that's easier said than done. You still got to do it. You still got to put in putts like this.
There have been very few really strong players, really big hitters, who had a super great touch with the putter. This is one.
Williamsburg area. She wins for the second time in the last 3 years. This time in a playoff over NG Chun and Nasa Hataoka, her first victory of the season, the 8th of her young and brilliant career. Amazing. She's 22 years old, won't turn 23 until November. And our race to the CME Globe has a lot of Jatanagarns. Moria third, now area number 1. Down to Jerry Foltz.
Oh, Grant, area, are you as oblivious to the pressure? Do you not feel the pressure that all of us think you should be feeling in those situations?
Actually, I feel it. I mean, but I just like really excited about that. But I'm not feel like that much pressure because like I did a great job today. So whatever I'm gonna win or lose, I'm very proud of myself.
Finishing birdie on one of the toughest holes on the golf course, though, was that the mentality in the playoff? Just fire at it?
Yeah, you know, because I hit like same shot, you know, 3 wood and 9 iron. I kind of like know and same lie. So.
All right, congratulations, nicely done.
Thank you.
Wow.
She's quite good with her English, but oblivious might have thrown her for a bit of a loop.
Well, she wins it in a playoff. NG Chun eliminated after hole 1 of the playoff, and then a birdie for Area Jatanagarn, her 8th win. Thanks to everyone who made it possible on a very difficult week. Producer Beth Hutter, director Brian Hennessy, and our entire crew. Thanks to Kay Cockrell, Jerry Foltz, Tom Abbott, my partner, the Hall of Fame member Judy Rankin. I'm Grant Boone. Congratulations to Area Jatanagarn, a winner again, first of the season, the 8th of her brilliant career. Real quick. It is a beautiful day along the James River at the Kings Mill Resort, and we are here for the final round of the Kings Mill Championship, just a few miles from historic Williamsburg, Virginia. A range-shortened event from 72 holes down to 54, but this is the final round, and Ariya Jutanugarn, who won here 2 years ago, sweeping the month of May that year, has moved into the lead by 1. Megan Kang, the 20-year-old American, also 5 under for her round today. 19-year-old Nasa Hataoka of Japan, like Kang, looking for her first victory. And you see page 2, Jessica Korda was right there on day 1, has struggled just a bit. She was one of the 60 players who came back this morning to finish up round 2. Grant Boone, along with Hall of Fame member Judy Rankin, Tom Abbott, and on the course, Jerry Foltz and Kay Cockrell. We take you out to the 11th, and our leader, Tom Abbott.
Ariya Jutanugarn second.
From right in the middle of the fairway, Tom, going with an 8-iron. She has hit every green in regulation today. And check off another one.
Yeah, sensible shot. Didn't want to go long here. Flag at the back of the green. Kay Cockrell out watching that penultimate 3-ball. And we'll go to the final group at the 10th.
And Jerry Foltz is watching young Nasa Hataoka.
Huge drive here, 184 the hole. Both of her fellow competitors have already played and hit the green, and this one's, well, not bad on this difficult hole.
10 is year after year either the hardest or second hardest hole on the golf course.
Back we go to 11. Preferred lies here, Tom.
Well, yes. So much rain has come down this week. I think they've lost count of how many inches of rain they've had, Kay.
Perfect. Yeah. Commit to this.
Yeah, a lot of players just even reflecting in their own first or second round can't remember when they hit shots where and when. Megan joked to me before she teed off that she'd be hitting first in this group, hitting alongside big hitters Yin and Jutanugarn, but actually she's the last to hit on this hole today. 157 yards.
Ariya not hitting driver.
Hits her 3-wood as long as most people do their drives.
Exactly. That's not too bad for Megan Kang. Very important stretch of golf coming up here. She's got a chance to win for the first time. Let's go all the way up to 17, and Mayaho Iribe is for a birdie. Could it be a little chip in? Oh, look at the reaction. The reaction was almost better than the shot.
She knew it early.
The going down onto her knees there, it was almost part of the swing. Did you notice that?
Yep, she liked it from the time it left the club face.
Love it. Uribe 3 under for the day and tied for 10th as we go to the 12th.
And Ayako